Hey, beautiful souls. Welcome back or welcome to the Quantum Soul Evolution Podcast. I'm your host, Kaysha, and this is your sacred space for deep transformation, expansion, and stepping into the most sovereign version of yourself. So I am so excited to dive into today's episode on unlocking your intuition, teaching you how to trust your inner guidance, and how to strengthen your psychic abilities, because we are all psychic, okay? We all have these intuitive abilities. We just have to allow ourselves to trust them. So before we dive into today's episode, I want to tap in and pull a card and receive a message from Spirit to set the tone for our conversation today. As always, trust that whatever comes through is exactly what you need to hear in this moment, okay? So, what do we have today? Beautiful. We have the white stag coming through with protector. You are an old soul. Your best friend is nature. Use your intuition to take you where you want to go. Awaken to the powerful force within you. You are meant to create blessings with your magic. Wow, such a powerful energy coming in through today with the white stag, and a beautiful message here of, again, allowing yourself to trust your intuition and allow it to lead you, okay? You could never make a mistake. You could never take the wrong turn when you trust your inner guidance, okay? Also, the archetype of the white stag talks about nobility, transitions, change, dreams. Like, the white stag is the king of the forest, okay? This is talking about leadership, vitality, protection, purity, and also tapping into that divine masculine energy, allowing yourself to take inspired action and trust that wherever you go, you are always going to be in the right place at the right time, okay? So I feel like this is just a beautiful energy. So again, the energy of the white stag, the protector energy, is reminding you that your inner voice is always speaking to you, whether through your gut feelings, synchronicities, dreams, or even like subtle nudges, okay? But the question is, are you listening? Are you listening to the things that you are being shown, right? Are you trusting your internal navigation system? And remember, the white stag said you are an old soul, okay? So know that your soul is ancient. You can always fall in and trust your intuition, which is connected to your soul, which is also connected to your subconscious mind, okay? So again, trust your intuition and know that every single thing that happens in your life is happening for you, okay? So now I want to give you guys some reflection questions. So hopefully you guys have your notepad or your phone notes, or even just come back. So the first question that I want you guys to really think about: when was your last time you followed your intuition without questioning it? Really allow yourself to dive in, go within, and be as honest as you can and try to recall when the last time was that you followed your intuition without second guessing it. Okay? And then I want you to also reflect on what happened. So when was the last time that you followed your intuition without questioning it, and what happened? Okay, so I want you guys to sit with this question as we explore today's topic. So now let's dive into what intuition is and how does it speak to you. So first of all, intuition is your soul's language. Okay, so again, your intuition is ancient, just like the white stag energy was saying. Okay, you are an old soul, therefore your soul is ancient, therefore you can trust it. Okay, this thing is ancient and eternal. Okay, so know that your intuition is your soul's language, which is a direct connection to your higher self, your spirit guides, and the quantum field, connecting with God, source, and universe. Yeah, and this is the thing, like, your intuition is so powerful. It's your connection to the divine. Remember that. So the way that your intuition shows up is that it speaks through subtle whispers, okay? Inner knowing, a gut feeling, and lots of different types of synchronicities, right? Your intuition is always speaking to you and through you. You just have to pay attention. Again, your intuition is not erratic, okay? It's not operating out of, fight, flight, or freeze mode. Your intuition comes through cool, calm, and collective. And that's how you can tell the difference between your ego coming through and your higher self, aka your intuition, right? Your ego usually operates out of fear. It's in survival mode. It's trying to protect you. So when you're hearing like, oh no, don't do that, and it's like erratic and, it's just kind of crazy and out of nowhere, trust that that's your ego, okay? This is why you have to be able to make sure that you're always in just like a neutral state. Make sure that you're always just, open and receptive to hearing this internal guidance, okay? Because it's always speaking to you. So the truth is a lot of people usually ignore or they doubt their intuition because of societal conditioning, overthinking, or even the fear of being wrong, okay? Or even the fear of being right, which is interesting because I was doing some shadow work during the eclipse, and that's something that had personally came through for me is I had a fear of being right about things because I would know things, I would get these inner knowings and I'd be like, nah, no. Oh no, they wouldn't do that. Oh no, it's not like that. You know what I mean? And then lo and behold, exactly what I seen, felt, and heard manifested and happened that exact way. So yeah, it's just so interesting to see like your intuition does not turn off. Your intuition is always there. But the more that you trust it, the more that you fall into it, the easier it is to move through this human experience, okay? Because it's literally like you're on autopilot and you already have a GPS programmed to your destination. You know what I mean? So it's like trust your intuition. So important to trust your gut. The more you listen to it, the stronger it gets. And I've been testing this and playing with it. And I'm like, yo, think of your intuition like a muscle. If you never use it, it's just going to weaken, right? But if you exercise it regularly, it becomes more powerful and undeniable, period. It's just like going to the gym. You can't just go into the gym and, pick up the 100-pound weights on day one if you have never worked out before, right? You have to start with the fives. You have to start in slow increments, 5, 10, 20, go up as your body starts to get used to it, as it becomes a regular habit, as it becomes a subconscious pattern, right? So again, like the more that you play with it, the more that you trust it, the stronger it gets, okay? It's so crazy that I love it. We are literally divine intelligence. It's just so beautiful to see that we literally have every single thing that we need within. So now I want to ask you a question. What was one time that you knew something before it happened, but you doubted yourself? Really think about this. What is one time that you knew something before it happened, but you doubted yourself? And I'm sure there could be so many different scenarios play out, but really allow yourself to see. Again, your intuition is ancient and it doesn't go anywhere, okay? You just have to become aware of it. You have to strengthen that muscle. You got to pay attention to it. The signs, the synchronicities, the gut feeling, the inner knowing, right? The voices that you hear in your head that don't sound irrational or crazy, the ones that just sound cool, calm, and collected. That is your intuition. That is your higher self, God, source, universe. You are literally connected to all of it, okay? So the more you strengthen your intuition, the easier it gets to follow it, okay? So now I want to talk about why trusting your intuition will transform your life. So when you trust your intuition, you navigate life with clarity, confidence, and alignment. It's literally like you have a navigation system on autopilot. When you trust your intuition, it's always going to lead you exactly where you're meant to be. You can't make a mistake. You can't make a wrong turn. You're always going to be on track when you're in alignment with your truth. When you're staying authentic and being who you truly are, you're always going to be exactly where you're meant to be, okay? Another thing is that your intuition will help you to avoid energy siphoning situations, toxic relationships, and wrong paths. You will literally just start to know things. When you just start to trust your intuition, things just start to align and work out for you. And the more that you trust it, it's just so effortless, okay? It's literally like putting your car on autopilot and sitting back and allowing the car to drive. Okay, but you're still in control of the car. You can still turn that off if you want to, and you can still, you're still in control. And that's the thing. You'll just get these inner knowings. Sometimes it doesn't make sense, though. Sometimes your intuition does not make sense, right? You'll probably hear a thought like, you know what? Maybe I should stop hanging out with these people, or maybe I should stop eating this type of food, or maybe, I should leave this job. Maybe I should invest in myself, or whatever it may be. You'll just start getting these downloads, these intuitive nudges out of nowhere. Sometimes you'll even wake up and just have an idea, have something that you want to create now out of nowhere. This can be like for artists, musicians as well. Like you could probably even come up with writing a book out of nowhere. So your intuition, when you just allow yourself to be in the flow, you just become a channel. You just start to channel your higher self, channel God, source, universe. That's how you know that you're in alignment, because everything is more effortless in your life. When you trust your intuition, it allows you to manifest things more effortlessly because you're in tune with the energetic flow of the universe, right? You're going with the ebbs and flows. You're trusting your intuition. You know that things are cyclical. You know that you can't hold on to things that no longer serve your highest good. And you're okay with that because you know that when you let go of things that no longer serve you, it allows you now to have more space for the things that you actually want in your life. So another thing is that your intuition is unique to you. No one else can access your soul's wisdom the way that you can. Okay, and that's why it's so powerful for you to realize that you have everything that you need within. You can access all of this information, your Akashic records. You can speak to your soul. Just like how, people were taught to speak to God or, different type of deities or whatever, or angels or whatever it may be. This is the thing. You can tune in with your soul. You can connect with your soul. Set the intention to connect with your soul, your higher self, right? And this is why you do need that time away. You need to pour into your cup to nurture yourself and nourish yourself and give yourself exactly what you need and allow yourself to have this time with yourself. This is a form of self-care and self-love, journaling, meditating, breath work, doing yoga, exercising, going out into nature, doing all of these things are going to help you become more in tune with yourself because you're in tune with nature, you're in tune with the rhythms, you're going with the flow, you're allowing things to, naturally happen for you. Again, everything is happening for you. Nothing is happening to you. Everything is happening for you, for your growth, for your evolution, for your transformation. So really allow yourself to know that your intuition is here for your highest and greatest good. And that is something that you can never give away. That is literally something that you can never give away. You never should, okay? So please just trust your gut. Trust your gut. Trust your gut, okay? So now imagine that your intuition is just like a GPS. It's always guiding you towards your highest path. But if you don't trust it, you'll keep taking unnecessary detours, right? It's literally like putting in an address in your GPS and the GPS is telling you where to go. And then you're not going anywhere that the GPS is telling you to go. So it's like, what's the purpose of you having the GPS if you're not even going to utilize it, right? And that's how it is with your internal navigation system. Why would you have this divine intelligence within and not trust it? Right? So now I want to ask you, what would you change in your life if you fully trusted your intuition every time? What would you change in your life if you fully trusted your intuition every time? So now I want to talk about how to strengthen your intuition and your psychic abilities. So let's talk about some practical steps to unlock your intuition. So number one is going to be, like I was just saying, to quiet the noise, okay? Quiet the noise. Intuition speaks in stillness. Practicing meditation, deep listening, that introspection work, shadow work, and unplugging from external distractions. Getting off of social media. When you first wake up, you don't have to grab your phone and start scrolling through and seeing what's going on for the day. No, you can sit with yourself and tune in with your body. Take some deep breaths. Set the intention for the day. Set the tone for the day. Do a body scan and check in with your body. Is everything feeling good? Are you feeling good, emotionally, physically? Is everything feeling good within you? Right? That's the number one thing. You need to make sure that you tune in with yourself. You have to have time for quiet and stillness. Okay, this is how you cultivate peace. This comes from within, okay? So number 2 is body awareness. Your intuition often speaks through your body, through sensations. Your higher self actually communicates with you through the physical sensations in your body. For example, when you are passionate about something and something feels good and it lights you up, this is your intuition. This is your higher self communicating to you through that sensation of passion, through that sensation of excitement, showing you that this is in alignment and for your highest good right now. In this moment, this is what is good for you. This is why it feels good, right? So when you allow yourself to tune in and trust that, you're always going to be in alignment. You're always going to be doing exactly what it is that you need to be doing. So tuning in with your body is so important. And another thing, your body also speaks with you. Like, for example, you could walk into a restaurant, you step inside, and then all of a sudden you get this feeling in your body, maybe a gut feeling or like a tightness, maybe your chest starts to hurt, maybe you instantly start coughing or something. So this is another way that your higher self is communicating to you and through you, saying, hey, like this place is definitely out of alignment. This place is not going to be good for you. And maybe what you're feeling right now is how you're going to be feeling after you eat whatever you went in there to go eat. You know what I'm saying? So your higher self communicates with you through these sensations. You can also tune in and know when someone's out of alignment for you. You can feel the energy. You can feel the energy of a person. Energy speaks louder than words, okay? So these are all different types of ways that your higher self communicates with you through your intuition. So back to the body awareness. Start noticing how your body reacts in different situations. Like, does it feel light and expansive, or does it feel heavy and constricted? Paying attention to these things, paying attention to your environment. That's a very important thing. How do you feel when you're in certain situations? How do you feel when you're around certain people? Tune into that. Then number 3, follow the first nudge. Okay. Your first intuitive hit, nudge, download is always going to be the correct one. Don't get all logical and then override it. The first thing that comes to your mind, like when someone asks you a question, the first thing that instantly comes, okay, that is what you need to trust. There's a reason why that dropped in so quickly. Okay, so trust your first intuitive hit because it's always going to be the correct one. Don't let logic override it. Number 4 is to strengthen your psychic senses. You have to start practicing intuitive exercises like automatic writing for one. That's where I started. I started to just listen to frequencies, get into this meditative state, listening to binaural beats, getting into that theta brainwave state, and just allowing my hand to move and see what comes out. And that's why I feel like journaling is such a beautiful thing because it's basically putting you into a trance, okay? You're in a trance when you're journaling. You're chilling out, kind of zoned out and tuning in to whatever you're hearing in your mind, right? And then you're writing whatever it is that's coming through. So you can also incorporate doing like tarot and oracle card readings, which I do. I do collective readings on my YouTube channel for free. So y'all can always head on over to YouTube, Manifest with Kaysha, and tune into those collective readings, okay? And they're timeless. Energy does not lie. When you are attracted to a video or whenever it comes across you, it's going to be in alignment and for your highest and greatest good. And also with those videos, there's 3 different piles that I usually do, sometimes 4. But the first choice that you hear intuitively, go to that. If you hear more than one, that's also okay. There could be multiple messages for you, but always trust your first intuitive nudge. What do you hear? Trust your gut. And I also offer one-on-one readings, private readings, confidence boost readings, spirit guide tap-in readings, soul guidance readings. So definitely head on over to thehealingempress.com if you would like to book a one-on-one session with me. And I do it as a video recorder reading, or I also can do a Zoom call reading. So whatever you are guided to, trust your intuition, okay? Because you can never make a mistake. And yeah, book whatever is right for you in the moment. And again, when it comes to strengthening your psychic senses, remember to try tuning in and sensing energy shifts in a room. Have you ever walked into a room? It's almost like you could feel that dense energy, like it felt like there was some drama or chaos just happening, maybe some arguments or something is heavy. You ever walked into a room and it just feels heavy or dark or dense? You have to trust these things, okay? Your body is divine intelligence. Again, it can pick up on things that the human mind cannot pick up on, okay? That's why I said some of the times your intuition doesn't make sense. Sometimes you just know things and you just don't know how you know, but when you trust it, I'm telling you, it's just so cool how I just think it's so interesting how powerful we are. We literally have everything that we need within. So number 5 now is to ask for signs. You have a spiritual ascension team, whether you believe in that or not. I'm letting you know right now, you have a spiritual ascension team, okay? Again, you are here on planet Earth having a human experience, but you are here to attain soul wisdom. And through some of these experiences, they have probably been, or they're going to be traumatic, hectic, chaotic, and you need to have support and guidance protecting your soul. So at birth, you were assigned, or even before birth, prior to your incarnation, you have been assigned with a spirit team of individuals that are here protecting you, leading you, guiding you, giving you signs and synchronicities. You can literally call on them whenever you need to. They are comprised of your ancestors, beings of love and light, your higher self. Okay? Also, different versions of yourself. If you believe in past life, you have different versions of yourself also here riding with you. So yeah, it's a beautiful thing. So know that you have your spirit guides, your spirit team. You always have your higher self. Like, just even if you don't believe in the spirit team or a God, know that you have a higher self. There's a higher version of yourself. There's a higher power at play that we cannot see. You know what I mean? So as long as you hold that, ask for signs from whatever it is that you believe in, whatever feels good for you, and know that you are always communicating with them. You are always in communication with them. Okay, you are connected to your higher self. You're connected to God, source, universe. Okay, even quantum physics has already showed us this. Quantum entanglement is real. Everyone is interconnected. We are all connected, period. So when it comes to asking for signs, you have to set an intention to receive a sign, and then you have to allow yourself to be open to it and not wanting it to come in a specific way. So be open to how it appears and how it shows up, how it presents itself into your life after you ask for it. So for example, you can be like, okay, say, hey, spirit guide, spirit team, higher self, I want you to show me a sign that I am on the right path, that I am doing all that it is that I'm supposed to be doing right here in this moment. And then you could even be specific as to say, like, show me, I want to see a yellow flower. I want to see a blue bird. Okay. Show me the number 555, or, even be specific and pick whatever number or whatever it is that resonates with you. And then be open to how it comes in. This could come in the form of a sticker. You can see this on a book, a license plate. You can hear it on the radio. You can hear it on an ad. You can see it on somebody's shirt, right? But you have to allow yourself that once you set that intention, you have to be open to receiving it and be aware, you have to look around. I'm not saying going out your way to hunt, because it will come to you. It will most definitely come to you, but you have to be in that open energy. If you are blocked off, if you are in a low vibrational state, if you're operating out of fear, guilt, any of these lower vibrational energies, it's not going to come to you the way that you're expecting it. Okay? So be open to how it wants to come in, okay? So now number 6, trust and take action. The fastest way to build your intuition is to follow it consistently and then paying attention to the results. Yeah, so what happens when you trust your intuition and whatever it told you to do actually plays out? Pay attention to how your intuition has been leading and guiding you, and pay attention to the results, okay? Pay attention to what happens after you trusted it. And reflect and be like, oh shit, I trusted my intuition about that situation. My intuition told me to go to this park, right? You go to the park and all of a sudden, someone comes up to you and offers you something. You literally never know what could happen, right? Maybe you go to the park and there's like a flyer or an ad about an event that's happening and it's in alignment and feels good for you. And then you go there and more beautiful things happen. So it's like you never know what's going to happen. But when you allow yourself to trust your intuition and take action, you are going to see that everything has always been leading you closer and closer and closer towards your truth. It's been leading you towards the things that you are passionate about, right? The things that feel good for you, the things that light you up. Trust your intuition. You will never, ever, ever be led astray when you trust your intuition. So now I want to give you guys today's affirmation to close out today's beautiful message on unlocking your intuition. So today's affirmation is, I trust my intuition fully. My inner guidance is strong, clear, and always leading me to my highest path. I trust my intuition fully. My inner guidance is strong, clear, and always leading me to my highest path. Period. So remember, your intuition is your greatest superpower. It connects you to the infinite wisdom of your soul. The more that you trust it, the more your life unfolds in alignment with your highest truth. Always trust your internal navigation system and follow through. I really hope that this episode helped to uplift you guys. I hope that it resonated with you guys. And please be sure to share it with someone else who needs this message. Please be sure to leave a comment below. Let me know what came through for you, any insights, any questions that you may have. I would love to connect with you. And if you guys are looking to activate your intuition on a deeper level, then definitely head on over to thehealingempress.com and head on over to my soul services. There's different ways for you to connect with me on there where we'll be able to clear any type of energetic blockages that keep you disconnected and help to strengthen your soul's connection to divine wisdom. So please be sure to DM me or again visit thehealingempress.com so that you can start your soul evolution journey today. Remember, you are so intuitive, and now is the time to fully own that power. So on that note, I hope that you guys have a beautiful rest of your day, afternoon, or night, or whenever you come across this quantum soul alignment. Bye!